Welcome back for another episode of Errant Adventures, the solo actual play podcast where stories are told at the speed of dice. With me, Steve Morrison, your game master and solo player. Now come on, let's grab the dice and see where our story goes. Welcome back for another episode of Errant Adventures. As always, I am your co-op player, Steve Morrison, as we return for another episode in Legends of the Sundered Isles. And I am joined today by a wonderful guest I'm very excited to play with. Maia, please introduce yourself to the folks.
Hi, my name is Maia, and what else should I say?
What do you do in the creative space?
Oh, okay. I'll keep it to the TTRPG creative space. But I produce actual plays. I think that's kind of like the main thing that I do. I have the slightly more relaxed side of things with a YouTube channel called Looking for Mom, where I share a YouTube channel with a bunch of different GMs, and we play like a lot of different style games because we want to show the diversity and that there's more out there than just D&D and Pathfinder. But I think people are starting to get that, actually. We're starting to break out. And then I have Maia's game room, where I have my more polished actual plays that are a lot more serious, a lot more sound design and editing and ambiance and music go into that one. So yeah, that's basically what I do mostly in the TTRPG space. And I've been here for a little over 2 years. I've tried over 50 systems at this point.
I was going to ask you about that because when I was reading your little bio, and you said that you started in 2023, I'm like, wow, like you've jumped in with both feet, which is amazing.
I know.
And I feel like so often the trend is like people start playing and they play the same game for a long time, and then they try out some different systems, and you have just gone and played a bunch of different systems.
I know. It started like the hyperfixation is real. But I started off with D&D Classic, like a lot of people have. And then I accidentally fell into Pathfinder 2e because I don't regret it, though. It's not for me, but I'm glad that I did because it made me realize, oh, there's more systems. And then I was like, wait, is there other systems out there? I'm like, are there more kind of like, I like urban fantasy. I want to be in a city. So are there more games about that? And then I found City of Mist. And then I found like other PBTA games. And then it's just been snowballing from there.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why I'm like at game 51 or something crazy. But yeah, I love trying out new systems.
Oh, it's amazing. And I wish that this was an interview show and we weren't going to play a game, because I could ask you all sorts of questions about all of those, but let's focus on being pirates. So my question to you that I've been asking a lot of my guests is, do you have a favorite piece of pirate media?
Yes. And I hate to be cliche, but you know what I'm going to say. Listen, the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean films I love them.
Yep.
They're amazing. I mean,
iconic, I believe.
They're iconic, and not just because like Johnny Depp is perfect as Captain Jack Sparrow, but Hans Zimmer's score is absolutely iconic. Like I think I very much a music nerd. Like I was in jazz band, marching band, and the symphonic band as well. So I am very inspired by all of that music. And I just remember being in high school listening to his scores, classic. Like absolutely classic. And I bought his on Amazon. He has like this concert in Prague, and he goes over his whole kind of classic songs. And as soon as they got to Pirates of the Caribbean, I was like, but yeah. So
there is something very specific about that melody that just immediately, like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go sail the seas and conquer the world.
It's amazing. It gets you pumped up when you hear the dun 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 dun. It's like, it is so good. But yeah, so that's my favorite piece of media, mainly because of, can the media be Hans Zimmer score actually?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's totally fair.
Okay, then yes, his Pirates of the Caribbean score it gets you so hyped.
It does.
It's amazing.
Now it's just playing on repeat in the back of my head.
Unfortunately, we can't put it on this podcast.
Yeah.
Damn you, copyright.
I don't want to get copywritten. Copyright struck. Well, as we dive into our session today, first of all, we're going to start off by picking our truth. And these truths, as you know, actually, I should say, you have some experience with Ironsworn as a system, yes?
About 2 months.
Yeah. Hey, that is better than nothing, right?
Yes, but as you know my brain. So 2 months times my brain equals 1 year.
It makes a lot of sense to me.
There you go.
So, you know what the truths are, and that they are these things that kind of that help to define our world. And one of the things that I really love about the truths is that they are specific enough that they can help really define your setting in a way that you can really like grasp onto, but they're also broad enough and flexible enough that you can interweave little pieces from here or there, or kind of come up with your own stuff as well.
Yeah. And that perfectly like encapsulates Starforged and Ironsworn just in general. Like it gives you everything that you need and like nothing more. And that's very much a positive, I think.
Yes.
So
agreed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to read through the truths that define our shared version of the Sundered Isles, and then we'll pick the truth that we're going to play through today. So
perfect.
The first truth is the sundering. Eons ago, a vast cataclysm shattered continents. Lands broke apart in an apocalyptic disaster. Powerful cities fell. Fire, lava, and ash scoured what remained. The isles, scattered like broken shards, are the vestiges of these once great lands, the gravestones of a fallen dominion. Life eventually returned to this realm, but the wounds do not fully heal. Relics. The long history of the Isles is marked by disaster, war, and exodus. Abandoned and ruined sites are grim monuments to these events. Former communities, even entire islands, are sometimes forsaken by their people. Others are lost and forgotten through the ravages of time. These places echo with the memories of lost lives, but also remind us of the perseverance of those who survived to carry on their traditions elsewhere. Iron vows. Since the distant time when iron was first hammered into form, seafaring folk of this world carried iron bond stones as sacred keepsakes. Each bondstone is unique, a relic of kin and culture, passed from one generation to the next. They are said to connect the soul of its keeper to their homeland or loved ones, as if by an invisible thread. Thus, if lost at sea, our spirit may return home rather than remain entombed in the remorseless depths. We swear our vows upon bondstones as promises that follow us to our death and beyond. But bondstones can also embody the curses of lost lives and forsaken vows, and bearing that weight can make them feel as heavy as a ship's anchor. Empires. The Sundered Isles are free from imperial control for now. The empires have only a minor presence. Their outposts are isolated and pose little threat, but there are resources and riches to be exploited. And freedom is a fragile thing. Even now, imperial agents are said to be among us, working in the shadows, planting the seeds of conquest. Piracy. A burgeoning pirate nation wields great influence. The marauder clans sail under the command of the Dread Court, a conclave of 8 veteran pirates whose shrewd tactics positioned this nation of cutthroats as a rising power. Once each year, the pirate fleets gather at a port called Flotsam, an artificial island built from the husks of captured and ruined ships, to pay homage to the court and to make plans. The gods enact their will through manifestations and miracles. We chronicle the visitations of the gods in our histories and decipher their enigmatic purpose through sacred rites. In times of crisis, their earthly avatars have guided us through the upheaval. For many, faith in these gods offers meaning and fulfillment. For others, belief is a cudgel used by tyrannical leaders to divide or control us. For this reason, some people and cultures disavow the gods to follow a different path. Magic is rare and mysterious. The Isles lie at the nexus of the new and the old, science and superstition, the known and the inexplicable. This collision of realities is a powerful but chaotic force, and rare folk can manipulate these unstable realities to cast spells and perform rites. In some cultures, mystics are respected. In others, they're feared or even outcast. Beasts are lost to myth. For most, monstrous beasts are the stuff of fables, but a few who journey across trackless isles and unknown seas claim otherwise. Some even bear the scars of those alleged encounters. Horrors. Put enough grog in a sailor, and they'll tell you stories of doomed ships and ghostly visitations. It's nonsense. There's enough to fear amid the Isles without worrying about fanciful tales of ghosts and ghouls. Nonetheless, sailors are a superstitious folk. On dark nights, when a dead calm falls over the sea, they keep a wary eye for ships that sail, heedless of the wind. And those are the truths that we have, to this point, explored in Legends of the Sundered Isles. But today, we've got 2 truths left, of which you're going to pick one of them. So we have the modern era, and we have navigation. What sounds good to you?
Modern era, first one that came up to mind.
Awesome. Now, would you like to roll to determine one of the 3 options, or do you want to pick one?
So I was looking earlier at the 3 options, and there's 2 that kind of came to mind, but you could tell me what you think.
Okay.
I was looking at Age of Industry and then Age of Wonders, because I was thinking of different concepts. I like the concept of under the Age of Wonders playing a construct, because I don't believe that asset is in Starforged, and to play construct sounds very, very cool.
Yes.
And then there was for the Age of Industry, I like the kind of what's the word? It's not it's like steampunk kind of.
Yeah.
I was getting those vibes. So I like that too. Like, being like a runaway or something, used to work on like some type of warship or something, and being disillusioned, that type of character who had seen a lot for the sake of progress.
Yeah.
And so either or.
I mean, I think both are incredibly interesting to pursue.
Yeah.
And I think it would be interesting from the Age of Industry standpoint, because my character is the captain of a kind of pirate sloop, which is a very traditional Age of Sail ship. And so having that kind of like intersection of kind of, more the old and the new. But we also have had someone on the show who has played a construct. And so we know that they're out there in the world. And so the Age of Wonders could absolutely fit as well. So
interesting.
I think, do you want to read the 2 quest starters, since those are the thing that we're going to kind of play through and see which one sounds more interesting?
Yeah. So Age of Industry, an iron submersible stalks sea-going passages. Why do you seek vengeance against this vessel's commander? Ooh, that one's good. That one's good.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and then so for Age of Wonders, the quest starter is an enemy faction is building a colossal machine of fantastic destructive potential. What is the nature of this machine, and why are you sworn to see it destroyed? A machine of fantastic destructive potential. Oh, why did my mind immediately go to the Death Star? I was like,
for some reason, I think maybe because you mentioned steampunk, but my brain went to Wild Wild West.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but
interesting. Because if I was the construct for this one, for Age of Wonders, maybe I have a connection to this device. Maybe I was one of the mini constructs that was helping to build it.
and we already have a faction in the world called the Awakened Hammers, which is this kind of like, they're more focused on industry and like building things. Yeah. And the person who played a construct, they were connected to the Awakened Hammers because they're basically sent out to recover relics from kind of ancient sites. So that, again, like we can totally go a different direction than that, and still stay with that same truth. But there is also something to kind of tie into there if you want to.
Okay, so there's already a kind of interesting tie, but also with Age of Industry, because it says, "Why do you seek vengeance against this vessel's commander?" I was thinking that character could have worked for that, like, because I said disillusioned, right? So they could have worked for that commander. So, okay, listen, we just got to flip a coin because either works.
Yeah.
Do you have a quarter?
I don't. So why don't you just roll a d6?
Roll a d6.
And we'll say 1 to 3 will be Age of Industry, and 4 to 6 will be Age of Wonders.
You got it. That's a 2.
2, Age of Industry. All right.
Let's do it.
Would you like to read the whole truth for us?
It is an age of industry. The winds of change are upon us. Some of these innovations inspire awe. Flying machines that sail among the clouds, metal diving bells that plumb the greatest depths, and mechanical limbs of intricate design to replace what was lost. But industry is also an insatiable fire. Mines, smelters, and factories reshape our lands to feed those flames. Titanic ships seek dominance of the Isles. It is only a matter of time before our steadfast wooden ships and the simple ways of our communities are relics of a bygone age. And it could be interesting that you're kind of more traditionalist, and my character could be someone who, I was thinking they were a little bit augmented. And so that could, I think I always like a point of contention, like a little bit of friction. I think that's interesting. So that could
Agreed.
that could be cool.
All right. Well, let's actually create your character real quick. So
Okey-dokey.
Did you have one of the personas that kind of jumped out at you, or because, you've got a little bit of experience with Ironsworn, did you have some ideas of assets that you wanted to throw together for this?
Oh yeah. Are you getting an idea for my playstyle? I already came up with the name because I was like, let me just get this out of the way before we even start playing. So like whatever I was going to play, her name, her was going to be Serafina Rostova.
That is a good name.
And her call sign is Clank. I was thinking, what do you think about veteran and augmented? But I have to look at those again.
I like it. I think veteran is, if I remember correctly, so when you're in a fight, increase your momentum reset by 1. Then if you burn momentum to improve your results, add +1 on your next move is veteran.
Let me read it one more time, as my brain has to see the words to truly internalize it.
Totally.
Okay. So, like you said, when you're in a fight, increase your momentum by 1. Increase your momentum reset. So that would mean...
So instead of 2, it resets to 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Have you used that one before?
I don't think I have.
Okay. So this is the first time I'm using these. So the next one is augmented. So you are equipped with advanced prosthetic, implant, or mechanical enhancement. When you make a move directly aided by the augment, envision how it gives you exceptional capabilities and add +1 on a strong hit with the match. Your augment exceeds expectation, take +2 momentum. On a miss with the match, the augment is broken. Oh no.
I mean, that's where the fun is.
Yep. Okay, I'm going with left arm, augmented left arm. And it's more steampunky, like there's steam. Listen, I'm totally getting inspiration from Arcane. Season 2. Have you watched the show, by the way?
I have. I love Arcane so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have tattoos of Arcane. That's how much I love that show. But Savika, season 2, she has like a steampunk arm that was made for her. So not as goofy, but similar.
I love it. So we got veteran and augmented. Did you want to pick a third asset, or are you feeling good with those?
Isn't there one that we all get? Is it the same as Starforge, where everybody gets like a shared ship?
I mean, I technically, yeah. Let me introduce my character.
Okay, yeah.
Which is Caspian Silver, moniker Powder Keg, he, him, and he is a sorcerer. He's a duelist. He's a crew commander, and he is the captain of the Kiss of Death, which is a pirate sloop. In Starforge, you have your command ship. In Sundered Isles, you start out with an incidental vehicle, and you then can, kind of grow into getting a capital, flagship.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And through all this, I love my ship so much, even though it's incidental, that it is still it is still a sloop.
What is this?
That would be our sloop is, I'm going to butcher this, but I believe it's a 2-masted sailing ship.
All the ship nerds are going to attack you.
I know. It's 2 or 3 or 1 single-masted. Yep, with a single-masted with a fore and aft rig. So it's a very small ship.
Okay.
So it's like, the pictures on here make it look like 2 people are on there. I think of it in this as there's 20 to 30 crew members aboard.
Okay.
I don't know that I've ever actually said this, but my kind of very first pirate media that is most ingrained into me is the very, very old Sid Meier's Pirates game, which I played on my original Nintendo, and it was
Oh, snap.
broken so that I couldn't save the game because there was a save feature. And so I had to basically sit down and play an entire campaign in one sitting because I couldn't save it. Yeah. So I would spend all day on a Saturday, from morning till evening playing this very pixelated pirate game. And so most of my love of pirate stuff started there.
What year was this?
This would have been 92, 93, 95. Let's call it 95.
I was 3, so I definitely wasn't thinking about it, but that sounds tragic. It's now they have those modes on video games now where it's deadly mode where you can't, if you die, you have to start over right from the beginning. Oh, that is tragic.
Yeah. So the Kiss of Death, it is a sloop. So a small ship, that either your character is a crew member, if you'd like, or you have come aboard because we're hunting for this submersible. So it's up to you. Some guests have opted to, have their characters be members of the crew. They kind of step forward and get highlighted for the episode. Or I've had guests who have their characters are just, they're passing through.
Oh, you said they could become like key NPCs or something like that?
Yeah. I've had a few instances where, my character and my guest leave the ship and it's like, oh, hey, Gully, you man the ship and watch things. And Gully is a character that one of my guests played. So it's just they just kind of lurk in the background a little bit as NPCs that in the episode that the guest is on, they're in the forefront. They get to be highlighted.
Interesting. I like that idea. Let's play to find out. Let's see where we end at the end of the story.
Okay.
I was thinking about a third one. If I was going to take a third one, how about a companion? And I like the rat. I've never had a rat companion.
Yeah.
And that could be interesting.
Shows the way. When you make a move to flee a danger aboard a ship or within a confined site and let your rat take the lead, add plus its health. That's fun.
+2. It's a rat.
Yeah.
Want to give it a name?
We should definitely give it a name. Do you have something?
I mean, this game is all about tables. Is there a name table somewhere?
There is absolutely a name table. Let's see. Is there a rat name table? I don't know. But
it's character names, right?
Yeah.
But I want a rat.
I feel like
rat table.
It could also be a moniker. And I'm going to throw this out here because we haven't talked about this yet. But there is in Sundered Isles the cursed die, which is an additional D10.
Yeah.
Which when you roll, often like Oracle rolls and stuff like that, you roll the cursed die in addition. And kind of the house rule that we've been using, because I believe that the rules is written range is either 9 or 10, or if it's a 10 on the die, then it's a cursed result. And we're like, no. It's 50-50. So if it's odd, it's a cursed result.
You're making it harder?
Oh, making it better.
Making it
you're
so right.
much better.
Sorry, excuse me. Better.
So if you'd like to roll on the moniker table, and we can roll to see if it's cursed, it could be a real fun moniker. It could be Skull Crusher.
The rat?
The rat. It could be Skull Crusher. Could be Luckless.
Oh.
Could be Twice Drowned. His name is Twice Drowned.
Yeah. You want to know how he got his name?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's up to you.
So yeah, we want to see if he's a cursed rat. So roll a d10.
Yes. So roll a d10, and then we'll roll the d100 to see what the moniker is.
Okay, that's a 5.
That is an odd, so it is cursed.
Okay.
Now the rat itself doesn't have to be cursed, but the moniker is. So roll a d100 for me.
I like the idea that it is that the rat is cursed and it has like green eyes. It just looks crazy, but that's her only friend. 62.
62 is, it's funny, I said it out loud, but it is Luckless.
Hey, it was meant to be.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like that's an appropriate enough moniker for your rat, or do you want to switch it up?
No, 100% fits.
Okay, so Luckless the rat. But I like to think that you call him Lucky anyways.
Hey, maybe Luckless is funnier though. When he's being bad, I call him his full name, Luckless.
Yes. All right. So we need to set some stats for Seraphina.
Oh, right.
So very similar to, or it's the same as Starforged. So Edge, Heart, Iron, Shadow, and Wits. You get 1 3. You have 2 2s, and then 2 1s that you can put in your stat array.
Okay.
So what do you feel like Seraphina is the best at?
She's probably seen a lot. So she's probably really like rough and tumble. So maybe, what would that be? Iron, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say Iron sounds good. We like someone with a lot of iron, especially if we're going to get into any fights.
Okay. And then I think probably Edge would be 2. And then either Heart or Wits, because I think she wants to get back against like her old commander. And she's very passionate about that. Probably secretly kind of passionate about justice and standing up for the little guy. And yeah, so maybe Heart.
Yeah, that sounds like Heart to me.
There we go. So Edge 2, Heart 2, Iron 3, and then Shadow and Wits are 1.
I love it. And I always like to point this out, that even if you have a 1 in a stat, that doesn't mean that you're bad at that thing.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just not your strength.
Yeah,
right?
it's not as good.
Yes.
You're still better than the regular human. That's all that matters.
We can roll, or if you want to, just for the sake of time, kind of describe what Seraphina looks like. And then I think we should roll on the trademark accessory and trademark weapon table, because those are fun.
Ooh. Okay. So for kind of appearance, basically I'm taking like heavy inspo from Savika in Arcane. I like the kind of, she has like a short cropped dark hair, probably has a noticeable, I'll say she has a noticeable white streak in her hair. So people who are from her old crew, you could see that from afar. People would notice her immediately. It's not like she didn't dye her hair. I think she's always been born with this like ghostly white streak in her dark hair.
Cool.
She has green eyes, brown skin, kind of like golden brown skin, but she's a little bit weathered. She's seen a lot. I think she has a few scars like on her lip and in her neck area, a few tattoos of like little cogs and stuff like that. And then of course she has her augmented left arm, which you'll see it moving every now and again. You'll hear little ticks like a clock inside as it's working, just to stay lubricated. Steam comes out when she's using it. And then she's wearing burgundy boots that reach up to her ankles, pair of whatever. I don't know what they wear in the times back then. Just dark jeans and like pants and just form-fitting clothes. Like she's ready to like get in a fight, all that. But I think her arms are showing. I think she looks a little cut. You know what I mean? I think she works out.
Yeah.
I think she lifts, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Does she even lift? And in fact, the answer is yes.
And definitely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So give me a D100 roll.
Okay. That is 95.
95. How does a tricorn hat with holes from near misses sound for a trademark accessory?
Ooh, I don't know if she would wear a tricorn hat. I don't know if that's quite her style.
Then we can either re-roll, or if we switch it around,
Yeah.
it's actually, so 59 instead of 95 is knee-high leather boots, which you already described.
I mean, that works.
Yeah. So we'll just say knee-high leather boots.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were knee-high when you described them, but they were.
They were ankle high, but we could change it to knee high. Yeah.
And then I guess I'll ask you the question. Mm-hmm. Do you want to roll on what your trademark weapon is, or do you have an idea of what your trademark weapon is? Because I feel like I'm getting to know you, and I feel like you have a strong vision, which is great because I never do that. So I'm always rolling on the tables because I'm like, I don't know what this character looks like.
Yeah. Trademark
what do you
weapon?
think?
Yeah. No, I actually didn't think about her weapon. I like to do it. Sometimes it comes immediately, sometimes you have that spark of inspo. But we can roll and see.
Okay. Yeah. Let's roll a D100 again. I'll roll a D10 for it might be cursed.
Ooh.
It's not.
Okay. So 79.
79 is a shipwright's hammer.
That could be interesting. It could be your hammer.
What was your role aboard this submersible?
What if she, I say assistant, but I'm sure there's like there's a
first mate.
Yeah, maybe she was a first mate, and
okay.
The commander probably thinks she is a deserter. What's the word in the army? And you leave without permission.
AWOL.
Yeah. So yes. So something like that. She's probably seen as a traitor. But I think, like I said, she has seen that brutal reality of what people would call progress, in quotes. And so she had to get out of there. So I'm going to say first mate then.
With the shipwright's hammer, do you think as a weapon, does that feel right? Does it feel like maybe she rose through the ranks, starting off as somebody who was working on the ship and then kind of rose to that position of authority within the ship or within the submersible? Or do you want to go a different direction with it?
I like the idea that, I usually, this is kind of corny, but I usually steer away from orphan background, but I like the kind of idea of that relationship of Gamora and what's his name in the purple guy?
Thanos.
Yeah, I like that kind of relationship where he kind of took her under his wing, and then eventually she started seeing okay, this what he's doing is absolutely horrible. So I think it's that thing where Serafina was like an orphan that came under his tutelage. Started off really slow, and he beat into her you need to work hard. I'm not going to give you anything at all. You have to work for everything that you get. And so she slowly but surely rose up the ranks to be his right hand, which I'm saying it could be a woman, which they always wanted.
Awesome. Well, I think we should give the captain a name, because this is the person that we're hunting, and we should give the ship a name, the submersible a name.
Yes.
And then we should create our vow and jump into play.
Okay.
I've got the character name table open here. If you'd like to roll on that, and we'll see what we get.
Okay. D100?
D100.
Okay. That is 60.
60 is Ember Marlowe or Rowena Spark.
Ember or Rowan? Ember, what was the last name?
Ember Marlowe or Rowena Spark.
Oh, let's go with Ember Marlowe.
Yeah.
I think it could be interesting if it is a woman, and it was kind of, and I was an orphan, so no mother. It was kind of like a maternal type thing that was initially attractive, and drew me in that way.
I love it. let's roll on the ship name. And then because our truth is an iron submersible stalks seagoing passages, why do you seek vengeance against this vessel's commander? I think that makes our quest obvious, which is we are seeking vengeance against Ember Marlowe, Captain Ember Marlowe of the, and we'll roll a D100 for the ship name.
Now, is the ship cursed? Is that when you roll the cursed die? Or
I mean, there is a cursed ship name table, so I think we should absolutely roll the cursed die to see if it is also cursed.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure when you roll the cursed die. Is it just like for stuff that's attached to us, or it could be anything?
It could be anything. So yeah, when you're looking through the oracles, there are typically two tables. There's a regular oracle and then there's a cursed oracle. So there is a ship name oracle and then there's a cursed ship name. And so you can kind of choose, again, this is one of the great things about Ironsworn is that you can kind of decide when you want to engage with different mechanics or not. And so you don't have to roll the cursed die every time, but if you want to have a more cursed horror style game, then you can roll on it more. And then that's where we've also done this house rule of expanding the range for whether or not it's a cursed result in order to bring that up more frequently. Because sometimes the cursed results are more fun when you're just doing a one shot and you're just like, well, let's just really dive into it. But it is not required to roll the cursed die every time. It is completely to taste.
Okay. I like it. It is very piratey, very Pirate of the Caribbean's Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yes.
Okay. So should I roll for the ship's? No, you should roll to see if it's a cursed ship.
Yes, I'll roll the cursed die, and it is cursed. So give me a D100 and I will we'll find out what the cursed ship name is.
Okay. I got a 12.
Bloody Bargain.
Ooh. Okay, Bloody Bargain. I like it.
So we're seeking vengeance against Captain Ember Marlowe of the Bloody Bargain.
Now, do you need a reason to be wanting to get vengeance?
I think that you're seeking vengeance against the captain.
Yes.
I think I'm seeking vengeance against the ship as a whole because Caspian is a member of the Dread Court. He's not one of the 8 captains yet, but he is a member of that kind of pirate nation. And I think that the Bloody Bargain has been hunting other ships who are part of the Dread Court. And so he has this cause to be seeking to sink this submersible, if that's possible, because it is preying upon his fellow pirate captains who sail these seas.
That's a good hook for you.
Yep. So do we think that this vow is troublesome, dangerous, or formidable?
Oh, those are you're not going to go higher, right? Because
I'm not going to go higher simply because we're gonna try and wrap this up in the next hour.
Yeah.
So I think troublesome is way too easy. So I think it's dangerous or formidable. I think we can do formidable.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think Ember is feared, especially the submersible, and it's cursed. So the people on this is submersible, so we're in the water, right? We're actually underwater.
We are on the surface of the water.
Okay.
But that's the extra challenge here.
There we go.
We have to find this submersible.
Yep.
And then we have to figure out a way to destroy it when it's down there and we're up here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, definitely formidable makes sense because we have all those factors.
Yeah. And I think probably it's logical for us to go into this assuming that we're trying to find it while it is surfaced and like taking on supplies somewhere. Or like something like that.
Yeah.
It may not play out that way, but I think that's our initial kind of the direction that we're trying to go, because there's no way that we can deal with this thing when it's under the water. But if we can find it when it's in port somewhere, or if it's like tucked into a bay at an island, taking on fresh water, taking on supplies, then maybe we can hit them while they're least expecting it.
Yeah. And hopefully none of us rolls a miss with a match, because that bad boy will stay underwater.
Yep, exactly. So go ahead and roll to swear the iron vow, and roll plus heart for me, and that will determine kind of our starting point.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. I don't believe I have any assets that will give me any adds to this. So just gonna roll, see how it goes. That's a strong hit.
Love to see it.
There you go.
Okay,
Nice,
so you're
nice.
emboldened. It's clear what you must do next. Take +2 momentum, and I think we have good fortune, and I think because of that, we should say that we've been tracking the Bloody Bargain for weeks, maybe even months. And we come upon this submersible on the surface of the water, but we're not ready to engage yet, because that's going to be part of what we're doing with the vow. But I think we're in a good, strong position here. Do you want to set the scene for us of how we stumble upon the Bloody Bargain, or upon maybe it's not even that we discover it specifically, but we get some information about where it's going to be, and we are pretty certain that we know where it's going to be. So would you like to set that scene for us?
Yes. So it is midnight, and we are at a tavern. I think we're also kind of restocking and buying things that we need. I think we've been at sea for a while, and we could start to smell the crew, and then we're like, it's time. We got it.
Yeah.
We need to dock. And so we're at this tavern. It's very loud and rowdy, and someone from the Bloody Bargain, who I used to work with, has seen me. And it was a very tense, so we saw each other across the room immediately. All music stops in our, like, to her. And we're just focused on one of the crewmates that she used to work with. They weren't that close, but she knows who they are. And they see that kind of streak of white in her hair, and she hears their voice come up behind her. And I think that's how she gets that information. They get to talking, and that person is also starting to feel like Marlowe is taking it too far.
Yeah.
Too many lives are getting taken for no reason on the sea. I think she's getting bloodthirsty at this point.
So we see this scene of this person coming up to you. Do they approach this conversation? Like, do they actually try to engage in conversation with you, or do you catch sight of them and like you are the one that initiates the conversation?
I think they come up to her. So she would have seen them, like the world would have stopped. She turns around, looks back at the bartender, asks for another drink, and her hand is shaking a little, and she just wants to be like, maybe if I'm not looking at them, they don't pay attention to me, they won't see me. And she's like just thinking in her head, I won't pay attention to them. And then she hears their voice as they come up behind her. And they're the ones that approach her.
They approach her. So this conversation that proceeds, I think what I'm trying to determine is there a role? Are they willing to volunteer information, or do you have to try to compel them to like give you information?
Because that strong hit, I think that they are willing. I think they're starting to kind of break apart. I might need like a compel just to get them to, because she probably has like a strong influence. But it's starting to be that thing where I'm like, I can see it. There's something changing in them. Like they want to do something. They need a little bit more of a push. And then that could have led to more information about where she's at.
All right. So I think then with that information, we should do a gather information, because I think you're right. With that strong hit, you don't necessarily have to really like push to convince this person to spill to you. And so the gather information will be how good the information is. How actionable the information is that you get from this person. But I would love to, if possible, if you don't mind, do you think that Caspian is at this tavern kind of with you? Like, were the two of you
absolutely
on
yeah.
shore?
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right next to me, and you saw my hand start to shake a little bit, like, and ask for another drink. You probably haven't seen me this nervous ever since I joined the crew. I
think that because Caspian has this sense that you are seeing someone that fills you with this uncertainty, that he is going to just kind of whisper, "I'm right here. I've got your back." And I'm going to attempt to secure an advantage for you by rolling plus heart, because I'm trying to bolster your spirits.
Okay.
So this will be +3 for me. Oh, Maia, we are in for a treat.
What'd you
get?
That
is a strong hit with a match. Yes. So that is 9 against 2 5s.
Nice.
Which means I am going to give you another +2 momentum, and I'm going to give you +1 to your gather information roll.
Wow.
And I think because of that match, we can kind of hold on to that match and see what we get as far as the gather information goes. And maybe we can get like a little extra information alongside of that.
Okay. So it just gives me a +1?
Yes.
To that gather information. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Oof, that is a miss. Even with the plus. Yeah, listen. You jinx the roll, man. Keep it to yourself, man.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. I should go by jinx.
Oh my gosh. It unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. The first thing that comes to mind, well, this is just gather information, right? So it's just like.
So whatever the information that this person gives you, it's not good for us. Like this isn't going to be easy.
That's what that is. That's what that means.
Yeah, I kind of think of that as like we're failing forward, right? So we're looking at this as, okay, we're getting information from this person, but it's not necessarily the information that we want to hear. So it's not like, oh, they're going to be in this bay, and all their weapons are going to be laying on the beach, and they're all going to be sunbathing far away from their weapon. You know, it's like it's not that. It's the opposite of that. It's like something that we're just like, oh, okay, we can do this.
What if it's that she has like upped security, and so I think more people have started to come after her in the ship because she's been maybe a little bit more reckless. And so it is extremely hard to get even like within 60 feet of this submersible, as she has eyes absolutely everywhere. And we can see like the informant that came from the crew, they're just like looking left and right over their shoulder, just supremely paranoid. Because she has eyes everywhere. Is that bad enough?
Well, so that brings up an interesting question, which is there actually someone else here who sees you? And I think we should ask the Oracle.
Oh, okay.
And I think because we got this unwelcome truth / dire threat, I think that it's likely that there is. So that would be like 75 or less on a D100 would be that, yes, there is in fact someone else here. So would you like to go ahead and roll that D100 and see how bad this is? So
this is the Ask the Oracle. Is that how that works?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Because I don't know why, but this one was always a little bit harder for me to understand this move. So I want to get 75 or less, and that's what we want.
We actually want 76 or higher. So think of it as the question that you ask the Oracle, the likelihood or the unlikelihood is going to change your die kind of level. So if it's 50-50, it's literally 50 or below is a yes.
Okay, yeah.
51 or higher is a no. Because we think that it's likely that there is a person watching this, then it is 75 or less is a yes answer. So when you're asking a question of the oracle, like think about what is the yes answer that you're looking for. This is usually how I approach it. So like, what is the yes answer? And I judge the likelihood based off of that yes answer. So it's like, in my mind, we're looking at either likely or a sure thing, which would be 90 or less, because that's the yes answer. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to roll. Oh man, the odds are against us though.
Yep.
Okay, and that is a yes.
Okay, so that's a yes. So I'm going to say, because I got that match on the strong, on the secure and advantage, I think that Caspian clocks somebody watching the two of you having this conversation. And that person is like watching you have this conversation and then starts to make their way towards the door. And I think that Caspian would surreptitiously kind of slip away from your side, but doing so in a way, he would let you know kind of that he's still there, but he's moving away from you. So he's not abandoning you.
Yeah.
Whether that's like tapping you on the shoulder or, like crossing around behind the person and kind of giving you a look, like whatever kind of signal that the two of them would have worked out over this time that they've been pursuing the bloody bargain. Yeah. And Caspian's going to try to make his way across this crowded room and catch this person before they exit the tavern.
Or okay, that's a good idea.
No, do you have a different idea?
It's just a suggestion. You could follow this person to see where they're going.
I could.
To get more information, or you could stop them and beat information out of them.
Well, so I think the thing for Caspian is that I don't think he wants to leave Clank behind. Yeah. So I think it's definitely about like stopping this person from getting away.
Okay.
Because I think he's worried that if he does try to follow this person, there's more likelihood that he's going to lose the person. And then, you're like, he just made this kind of promise to you of like, hey, I'm here. I've got your back.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. See you later.
Sorry. Yeah.
So I think I think it would be great to follow this person, but I think he's going to try and stop them.
Okay, let's see.
I think either way, it's going to be plus shadow, which is not great for him.
Okay. So this would be like a face danger?
It is going to be a face danger. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm actually going to roll my D100 to see if there are any of our crew present with us. And I'm going to say that it's 50-50. I think I could totally see a world in which we would have not brought the crew. I could also see a world in which a couple of the crew kind of came along
for sure.
for security. So I'm going to say 50-50. So 50 or less. Yes, there are some crew here.
Okay.
And the reason I'm asking that question is because I have an asset that gets me out of trouble if I'm commanding crew to do something. So
that's his meta brain working, you guys.
Exactly right. Always trying to figure out how to weave the story in a way that's interesting, but also, we can
benefits you.
Try to succeed. So that is a yes. There are some crew members here. So I think he is going to kind of like nod at a couple of these crew and kind of like gesture for them to converge as well. And so I'm going to roll +1 on this, but if I get a miss, I can spend some command to change the outcome. Ooh. So here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is a weak hit.
Okay.
So it's a 2, a 2 versus a 1 and a 5 on the challenge dice. I kind of want to just spend the command anyways to bump it up to a strong hit.
Strong hit.
Because I think what this looks like is with the strong hit, Caspian like steps in front of this person with like a hand on his saber and is like, "Can I buy you a drink, friend?" And, this person like tries to like move around him, and then suddenly like two crewmates from the Kiss of Death come up behind him and grab a hold of this person, and they just kind of shuffle the person out of the bar with that strong hit. And then Caspian kind of saunters back over to you and says, Clank, when you're finished with your drink, I'd love to see you outside.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I think we just may have some other business to discuss. And he's kind of like side-eyeing this person that you're talking to, and kind of like gesturing to you of like,
yeah.
When you have a chance here, like we should talk.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look over to the person who I was talking to, and I'll just say, "Were you being followed? You have to tell me now."
I don't think so. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. The captain's been real paranoid lately. I mean, you know how she is.
Yes, I do. And then I'm going to look over to Caspian, and then I'll be like, just kind of like, just making sure, like, is this true? Are we being followed? I'll just like eyes go to you.
Yeah, Caspian just nods. Just like, yes.
She'll sigh. Oh, God.
But it's all right. At least for the moment.
I'd say, well, then you need to stay safe. You need to watch your back. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they're following me, like, should I even go back?
No, you will certainly die. You will die.
Yeah, I don't want. Okay. I guess I'll just try to disappear into the port.
I'll look at Caspian.
Yes, you can come back to our ship.
Welcome to. What's your ship's name?
The Kiss of Death.
Welcome to the Kiss of Death.
We have successfully subverted this danger, but now we have this person who is. So I think we step outside, and this person who is following them is kind of like struggling a little bit. One of the crew has like clapped a hand over their mouth to keep them from screaming, and we kind of like shuffle them into an alleyway. And I think Caspian looks over at you and says, "You know these people better than I. Do you want to take another crack?"
And then I will. We're heading into an alleyway, right? It's midnight. It's dark. The moon is the only light that's kind of casting any light down here. And so I'll walk up. Can we roll to see like what this NPC looks like and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say that when I made that roll in the Sundered Isles, there are two moons, actually. There is one called Wraith, and there's one called Cinder. And Cinder is like a dull red, and Wraith is kind of like a cold blue. And I have indicated with my D10s, one is red, one is blue. The blue die was the higher of the two on that last roll that I made, which means that Wraith is kind of high in the sky right now. And so this like cold blue light is like cascading down through this alleyway as we're approaching this figure. And if you would like to roll a D100 on, we'll get a first look.
Okay. So let me roll. That is 85.
85 is unassuming. So they're kind of like plain clothes, plain appearance. They don't really kind of stand out.
Yeah, they look like a normal like ship hand. Just, like just, I'm just swabbing the deck,
Yep.
Nope.
Which probably means that there's someone bad. Do you recognize this person?
I don't recognize them because I've been gone for a while, but I do recognize the tattoo, like the brand of Marlowe and her pirates, because I have the same one.
Yeah. Cool. So this is somebody that was not part of the crew when you were aboard, which means that they probably have heard stories about you, but they have never met you. So what do you do? What's the
So
how do you approach this?
We're all in the alleyway together, and I'm kind of like, you see me kind of like rev up my left arm a little bit, and she's kind of like stalking towards this person, and they're like supposedly unassuming. And I lift up their like, because the tattoo can be covered on your wrist area, just gonna lift up the shirt and immediately see it. He said, I know who you work for. So you will tell me everything I need to know. Yes?
I think you should make a compel plus iron, because that feels pretty threatening to me.
Okay. that feels pretty threatening.
I mean, just
to me.
like charging up the arm and just like, you're not like doing anything necessarily harmful, but I feel like there's an implied threat there.
Yeah. So do you think my augment is aiding in this kind of threatening move?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think so.
I'm like, is it always just a physical thing, or maybe I can be more threatening because of it, you know?
I think absolutely you can be more threatening because of it. So I think
Okay.
it is directly aiding you in this, because just based off of your description of like engaging that made me think like, okay, this is serious.
Okay. Okie dokie. So I'll roll with iron +1 because of my augment is helping me. So I think that, yes, that is a weak hit. So they'll do what you want or agree to your conditions, but their agreement comes with a demand or complication. So envision their counter offer and take +1 momentum. So they have a counter offer. What do you have any ideas of what it could be?
I mean, I'm wondering if this person is the replacement for you.
Oh,
And maybe the counteroffer is like, if you take care of the captain, I get to take her place.
oh, interesting. I like it. Let's say they say that because I like that
Yeah.
idea. I would respond, so you are very ambitious. I don't care about what you do next, but you will not be ravaging the seas like she is, will you?
I mean, I think they tell you no, but are they lying?
Well,
I think we should ask the Oracle.
yes, we'll see. Because I'll look to Caspian with it. You know, we cannot cut off one head for another to be replaced. It is better to kill every head of the snake, if you know what I mean. And like the arm starts to charge again.
I think Caspian looks at you and then like looks at this person and says, my aim here is to see that bloody bargain scraping the bottom of the sea. I won't suffer any more attacks against my fellows.
Do you have aspirations to be as cruel as Milo?
I think they say no, and I think they're like, I'll leave your ships alone. But I think we should roll the Oracle to see, not necessarily if we know that they're lying, but I want to know as the player whether or not they're lying.
Yeah,
So-
if we could see anything, like any tells or anything like that.
Yeah. So do you think, I mean, I think it's likely that they're probably lying, but what do you think? Because it could go the other way.
It could be, I'm leaning more 50-50.
Okay.
But I mean, this is like, this is the land of the pirates, everybody's
Yeah,
looking out for themselves, wanting to one up.
exactly. All right. Well, I'll roll 50-50.
Okay.
That's a 63. So that's a no, which
okay.
the yes question was, I think that they're lying about this. So I think they're actually genuine in like, no, I don't want to be as bloodthirsty, and I don't want to follow the same path as Marlowe.
Okay. Then her arm kind of powers down and we start asking the questions that we need about how long are they at port?
Yeah.
How long will they be up here? And so I guess that gather information, what did I last roll to compel?
That was a compel. Yeah.
So he does what I want or agrees to the condition. So I guess I'm asking like, how long is the bloody bargain up for air?
I think it's only like a couple of days. I think it's like maybe even like they're supposed to set sail tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, I think
So
usually
it's like we got to do this now.
Yeah, I think usually she'll do like 2 or 3 days, but she is on high alert.
Yep.
So she's doing like 24 hours max, and there is security galore. It's a large submersible.
Yes. So I'm going to mark progress for us because I think we've gained some information. We've overcome some dangers. So we're now at 1 out of 10 progress.
Okay.
And I will tell you the way that we will end this, one way or the other, is we will roll to fulfill the vow, and where that lands is going to color how successful or not successful we are in this. So you're we need saying to get some more progress.
Yeah. So you're saying if we're at like 4 progress, you're like, hey, it's time. You're going to roll?
Yeah, we're going to roll it, and we're going to trust to the dice.
Okay. Sounds good.
So we've gotten all this information that we need from them. Mm-hmm. I don't think we need to roll another gather information on this. Yeah. We have that knowledge. Yep. And the things that we know right now is that they're here for less than 24 hours. Yep. That they are heavily defended.
Yep.
Are they here in port, or do you think that they're tucked away somewhere in, like where you have to like travel through the like underbrush, through the like jungle or something like that to reach a bay where they're located? Like how brazen are they of like being just right here in the port?
I was going to say it makes sense that they're like tucked away a little bit more, but because it is such a large ship, I think it's more work to be tucked away when you need to restock. And so I think even if she is a little bit more wary, I think she is at port. So things will just move faster that way.
We know where we need to go.
Yep.
We know what we need to do. Now we just have to do it.
Yeah. So I would just say, Captain, I think we should go tonight.
I agree. And he is going to look at this person and say, we should give this person a name. They deserve a name.
Yeah.
They're going to be maybe the captain soon.
We should also tie them up just in case.
Yes. So I'm gonna roll a quick oracle roll here.
Yeah, let's get their name.
That is cursed. So their name is either they're going to be Captain Jack Braxton, or Tobias Kane.
Ooh.
So those are both pretty good.
Let's go with Tobias.
I like that. Okay. So Tobias Kane, and their moniker is Scar. Caspian looks at Tobias and says, of course you understand you'll be a guest of my crew until this is done, but you have my word. And at this, he kind of touches the iron bond stone that hangs from his neck. Mm-hmm. You have my word that when we have removed Marlowe as captain of the Bloody Bargain, that you will be delivered to your ship and sent on your way. And I think the crew kind of hauls them away.
Okay.
I think we probably all go back to the ship because Caspian is going to grab some more members of the crew.
Oh, okay.
And he points at Scupper, and he points at Gully. Mm-hmm. And these, they're basically, Gully is the bosun. Scupper is this big woman who is looks very kind of intimidating, and then he calls on a couple other names and says, "You're with us tonight. We end the Bloody Bargain."
Yes, and then Clink just nods her head, kind of slams her right arm against her left in a sign of going to battle. And you see that determination in her eyes. She's ready.
We head to that portion of the dock. And clearly, the Kiss of Death is docked here as well. So maybe we can even see it. Well, probably not in the dark, but you can see the lights, the lantern lights hanging from it. And you can see the shadows moving as figures are walking back and forth across the dock.
There are a lot of figures too. So there's probably 20 to 30 that are just on a rotation round. So we can't even get up. We have to be sneaky for sure.
So we're gonna try and sneak our way in. Let's go ahead and face some danger to do that.
Okay.
And would you like to take the lead, or would you like me to take the lead? I'm not sure that it matters because
I don't think it matters.
Both of us have a shadow of 1.
Yeah. I would say you are the captain, so we are following your lead.
Then I will roll plus shadow, which is +1. Let me see. I do not believe that any of my...
Maybe I can secure an advantage. I have my rat, luckless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rat, he can show the way. So I am going to use that. And then so that's secure an advantage. It's going to be with the +2 because of luckless. Do you think it's still shadow?
So I think if I'm reading this right, I think that you just roll with its health. You're not adding one of your stats.
Oh,
I think. So I think it's basically like its health is acting as the stat that you're rolling. So it doesn't matter if it's shadow or anything like that. So it's just +2.
okay. So just that flat +2. So let's see how that goes. I believe so. Okay. That's a miss.
Oh no.
So what happens to Lucky? He's not so lucky.
So on a miss, you fail, your assumptions betray you, pay the price. So you were specifically trying to help.
Yeah, I was trying to help find a way, like the best route to take by using Lucky to help lead the way.
I know exactly what the complication is.
What?
We look around and there is no way that we're going to get close to this thing by land.
Oh.
We're going to have to get in the water.
Okay.
And swim up to it and like climb up the side.
There's guys everywhere though, even like on the docks and like probably walking on top of the submersible. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll leave it to you. It's still bad. Yep. Still bad.
Just out of curiosity, your momentum wasn't high enough to burn to turn that into a weak hit by chance.
My momentum is 7, and I rolled a 5 on the D6 versus a 7 and a 10.
Oh, sad. Okay.
So that's a no.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
Before something terrible happens. So here we go. +1. So that is a 3 on the action score versus a 5 and a 10 on the challenge dice for a miss. However, I am going to spend my last command.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to take me to 0 command.
Okay.
Which counts as an impact, which is not great for me, but that's okay. To change this from a miss to a weak hit.
Okay.
And the way that I'm going to do that is, you're going to laugh at me. Scupper, my faithful crewman, she is a werewalrus.
Okay.
Werewalrus.
New one.
She is forced to like transform into her walrus form in the water to like help us get up close. But the kind of the downside to that is that it is hard for her once she's like made that transformation to get out of that form because she has to like the trigger is like anger. So she has to like get like really angry. Yeah. And I think she's like getting frustrated by how difficult it is for us to get up there. And then, she just unleashes this anger and, we're able to get up to the side, but we have to leave her behind. So that's going to be, a challenge. She'll be fine. She's enjoying swimming in the water. Okay. But we'll be missing out on having an extra member. An extra member of the crew. So there's a long way to go for we succeed, but with a suffer move, I am going to take a stress.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a hit to my spirit because I think it is stressful for Caspian as the captain as he's trying to like hold his crew together and figure out how to assault this massive submersible. And we do it. We reach the side of the ship and we're able to like crawl our way up and wait for the right moment and like kind of slip between the patrol. So we're on the surface of this submersible and I'm going to mark us another progress for that. Okay. But it's, we're in it now. We're in the thick of it. So
we got to turn. It is like this kind of metal and it's loud too. It's like, okay. So that is at the top. I don't want to make it more complicated for us, but that's like the realistic thing of like what's at the top of this ship.
That is, fiction first. So it makes sense to me. I'm going to let you roll to open it because I'm going to attempt to secure an advantage for you. I'm going to use my sorcerer asset. where I can create a minor mystic effect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to create this fog that rolls in. That's like this really like wet, dense fog.
Ooh.
And hopefully it will dampen the sound a little bit and also obviously obscure our presence from the like patrolling guards.
That actually makes sense. Yeah.
We're going to try. So this is plus spirit, which is +4 right now.
Okay.
That is a strong hit, 10 versus 3 and a 4. So
nice.
I'm going to take a momentum for that.
Okay.
And then you can take 2 more momentum and a +1 to your next move.
Okay, nice. So +1. So I'm going to be facing danger.
Yep.
I'm trying to. I'm using my strength.
Yeah.
This thing is heavy.
I think we're just cranking it open and trying to get inside.
Yeah, and I'm using my augment as well, so that is also going to be helping me.
Awesome.
So I'm using plus iron. So let's roll. Oh yes, that's strong hit. Successful.
Yes.
And I take +1 of momentum. There we go. So we got that thing open. So I'm just like, come on, come fast. And so I'm like getting everybody to jump inside. And hopefully there is nobody inside. Is that like an oracle roll to see if there's anybody when we jump in?
I think that because we got a strong hit on that, we're able to get inside. I think we should kind of keep in the back of our minds that like we made a noise. So the like guards are probably pursuing like, coming to investigate, but I think it was dampened enough that it wasn't necessarily like, there's probably a couple of hatches. And so they're probably like not sure which one it was.
Yeah.
So we're inside.
Okay.
I'm going to mark us another progress because you can't stop me.
You can't stop me. I literally can't.
You can't. Oftentimes in these games, like I'm going to mark progress faster than I might normally if we were playing without the time limit. Yeah. But, we are making progress.
I feel that was progress. That was a strong hit.
That was a strong hit. So
I get it.
We are inside the ship. And I think as soon as we like come in, the last crew member like brings it down and like closes it again. Yeah. And Caspian looks at you and is like, all right, lead the way.
And you see that look, there's this like apprehension on her face. She's nervous. You see like her just taking everything in that she had walked through for many, many years. And she looks left and right. And then she leads you down. There's like a southern corridor. And I can hear footsteps coming from north. So she's like, we are going this way. So she goes towards the southern corridor and has everybody follow along.
Okay. And we're going to follow along.
So now that we're in here, is this like, are these now exploration moves? I'm wondering.
I was actually just wondering that myself. And I think that my question for you is what's more interesting? And I think I know the answer, but what's more interesting? Getting to the captain. So doing the like exploration and like doing a quick expedition or I assume the confrontation is the thing that's more interesting, in which case we could just use the set a course move, which is when you travel a known route.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest because she knows how to get there. She knows where she's usually at. Of course, if I roll poorly, maybe she's not there. She just happens to not be there. But set a course makes the most sense to me.
Then let's do that. But I think if you will allow, technically speaking, we have not taken any hits to our supply, which is what we would roll against. But I feel as though because we're kind of behind enemy lines and we had some like struggles to get here, I don't feel like we should go into this with full supply.
Oh.
So I'm thinking like maybe it's like 2 or 3. What do you feel on that?
Oh, because this is you roll with supply when you know the route. And you're saying enemy line, so it's a little bit harder.
Yeah, I'm just trying to account for the fact that, we've set up the Bloody Bargain as this big ship and there's like all this crew. And I feel like if we roll +5, we've got a decent chance that we're going to get at least a hit.
That makes sense. Like if it was any other game, like if I was a GM, I'd be like, because of this, you're going to take like 2 disadvantage die or whatever the mechanic is. So that makes sense. Yeah. So +2 makes sense.
Yeah.
because she does know the way, but it is crawling with all her men. So
Yeah.
I'm going to roll, see how that goes. Oh, that's a strong hit still.
Yes. Okay. So you're going to take another momentum.
I'm already at 10. So what do you do?
It just goes into the ether.
Okay. 11 momentum it is. I'm kidding.
If only. On a strong hit, you reach your destination and the situation there favors you. Well, first of all, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give us another progress.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the situation favors us. I think I just know the route so well, and I can hear the footsteps. I'll be like hand motions for everybody to stop when they're moving behind us, quiet down. I think maybe even like Luckless is helping out too a little bit. I didn't roll, but Luckless is helping out.
Yeah.
I'll send, you'll see the little rat going first. So, and then they'll come back. And so now what are we, outside the captain's quarters?
I think so. Like where do we find the captain? Like, is she in her quarters? Is she on the bridge? Like, is there some other place? Like where should this confrontation, what's the most dramatic place for this confrontation to take place?
The most dramatic place would be in the kind of large office area where the map is, where she does all of her plotting and coursing. And I know that it's around midnight. Maybe it's a little hour later, but she remembers that she, burns the midnight oil a lot of the time. Yep. So she knows the captain, see a little flicker of the candlelight from behind these two wooden double doors. And you see Seraphina just standing in front of the door, her arms on both of them, breathing.
And Caspian is next to you with like the sword drawn, a little like glint of magic in his hand.
Yes.
And just kind of gives you the nod.
Okay, I'm going to open it. I will open it. You see she's a little nervous and she's like, will you do it with me?
Of course. And he like reaches out and like puts a hand on one of the handles, counts down 3, 2, 1, and then like throw it open.
Yeah, we push open and we see her back is to us first as she's looking out into the sea.
Does she know we were coming?
No.
No.
I think we hear her just say, "What do you want?" And do you respond?
Caspian says, "Vengeance."
You see her head whip around. She doesn't know this voice. And you see this like tall, domineering woman. She has like bright red hair, freckled face. Again, looks very weathered as well. She's seen a lot. And she has one mechanical eye as well. So we turn around and you see it start to scan us immediately.
Yeah.
And you see her look at Seraphina.
Since we already established the arcane, I'm picturing Ambessa. Oh, just like full on, just like
similar.
Badass.
Oh, I'm scared of Ambessa. I'm legit scared of Ambessa.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
So yeah, she turns around and she says, "Oh well, the traitor come home. What, to beg? Get on your knees and I'll think about it."
Caspian kind of looks at you like, "You gonna let her talk to you like that?"
You see Seraphina gulp, actually. She's, it's hard. It's hard for her. But Seraphina will say, "We've come to take you down in your ship. And we will. The seas will no longer call you home."
I think she probably laughs at that. It's like, "You don't really think that you're going to take me in my own ship, do you?"
I'm going to look at Caspian for a second. And then I am going to immediately rush at her to go try to knock her out.
Okay.
So I'm going to run. I'm powering at my arm and then going for the KO. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do as soon as she says that.
Yeah. Do you think, how do we want to play this? Do you want to enter the fray? Like, do you feel as though doing a like full blown combat for this, or do you want to try to do a face danger to see if you actually succeed at knocking her out? And then, depending on those results, we can decide if it's rolls into a full blown fight.
Yes, that kind of makes sense. Just like because she's like dodging and weaving, and she knows that Ember is a skilled fighter as well.
Yeah.
Like she didn't become captain for no reason. Of this mighty beast. So I think face danger just to see if this works. And I guess this is kind of like I don't like to hit rolls, but this is kind of like a to hit roll, like if you're playing in D&D. So I'm going to try to do face danger. That's going to be, I'm going to roll with iron because I'm doing strength and aggression. We're not in a fight, so veteran doesn't come into play right now, but my augmented does. So there's that.
Awesome.
So just a +1, and then I'm going to roll with iron, see how that goes. That is a strong hit.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am able to. So does that mean that because there's a couple combat moves. There is just battle where it's like that montage, right? Or we could do enter the fray, whatever you think. Because I know I'm thinking about time too, like because battle is quicker.
Here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Because you got a strong hit. Do you just knock her unconscious
Right.
in this moment? And we can mark one more progress.
Right. Okay. So we're at 5.
That would put us at 5, and we can roll it and see what happens. And the results of that are going to determine, like, does she actually go down, and go unconscious? Does she roll with it? And then, we can kind of judge the results based off of the challenge dice, because I feel like you set this up as I'm running forward. I'm going to try to knock her unconscious, and you got the strong hit. Like you earned that.
Yeah.
I was thinking like if it was a weak hit or a miss, like, okay, yeah, we'll get into some like fighting.
Yeah.
But I mean, you succeeded.
I think that just means that I hit her. My idea is that we would do battle to see the further success of that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Awesome.
So that just means I was able to I think she was like, she saw it, like her eye is like a scanner, and it gives her like a split second of like knowing people's moves a little bit quicker as it's coming in to telegraph. And I was able to see through that and get through it. So does that make sense?
It does. It absolutely makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah.
But I have your guys' help too. I'm not alone in this room.
You're not alone in this room. And I think because of that, we could enter the fray.
Okay.
And I think that it would be dangerous instead of formidable.
Okay.
Because while she is a formidable foe, we do it's basically like 4 against 1.
That's true.
Even if the rest of the crew is kind of like holding back bloody bargain crew who are trying to like reach their captain.
Yeah.
The two of us combined are pretty formidable warriors in our own right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we could absolutely in the next few minutes do just a full blown fight.
Yeah. Let's do that. So what do we call it? Takedown Ember?
Yeah.
We're going to make a progress track. Okay. So does my strong hit, I don't know if that helps me. I still need to roll into the fray, no?
Yeah, I think that strong hit based off of what we just talked about means that it got you into position where you can get into the fight. Okay. Whereas I think if you had failed, like she would have been able to create more distance, or, she would have had some implement or like a pistol or something like that, she could pull out and shoot at us or something like that. And you're actually able to get in to enter the fray. But because she is a formidable opponent, at least in reputation, if not in rank of our combat, there's still the opportunity for her to gain the initiative back and put us in a bad spot. So let's do it.
Okay. I'm personally going to roll with iron, as I think that we are in the thick of it at close quarters in her office. Yeah. It's not this large kind of mess hall area.
I agree.
I don't think veteran comes into play. It says when you're in a fight, increase your momentum, reset by 1, then burn. I don't think that will come in later, but I am using my augment as I'm trying to get in control. So I'm going to roll. I think that is a miss with a match. My augment is done.
Oh no.
It's done. And I think the way that happens is that she could see where I'm coming in, and she knows exactly. I'm going to say she knows how that augment works, and her arm,
She gave it to you.
yeah, her arm dashes out and pulls out the exact right piece to make it fully fall apart, and it falls off of her arm. And I no longer have the augment. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And I'm in a bad spot. Okay.
We'll fix it. It's fine.
Okay, you go. Help me. Help me.
Yeah. Well, I think that this is probably going to be, I understand the rationale behind the asset. So I have the duelist asset, which says when you enter the fray or battle against a single worthy foe, re-roll any challenge dice. If you set a new objective in a fight by challenging a worthy foe, take +2 momentum.
I know what I said was interesting, but I just realized that I can burn momentum. What do you think?
I think that you should burn the momentum.
Okay. Here's the thing. If I burn the momentum, it's a strong hit with the match.
And that's exactly why you should burn the momentum.
Okay.
Because then you're going to be at +5 momentum, like automatically again.
Okay. Because when I'm in fight, so my momentum reset increases by 1, right? So it's no longer +2.
Yep.
Okay. So now it's a +3.
Yep.
Okay. Listen, whoever's listening, and I know that sounded cool, but I'm going to burn the momentum.
Yeah. Well, and I think this is that moment where this is the thing. This is that that scene that you see where like you do the fight and this thing happens and then it like snaps back and the two characters are facing off again and and you dodge to the side when that hand comes out to pluck that.
Yeah, I saw the hand coming out to grab it and I move it back just in time. Okay, so that on a strong hit, take both, it says. What does it mean, take both?
So it means you're in control and you get +2 momentum. So if my math is correct, you get +2 momentum because you got the strong hit with the match. Yeah. You get +2 momentum because of the strong hit on Enter the Fray. And your reset was 3. So you're at 7 momentum after burning from 10.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Amazing. Actually, that's crazy.
Yeah. I love it when these things like pile in together.
Yeah. Does our progress go up from that or no?
No. So so this is just to determine if we're in control or in a bad spot to start the fight.
I was getting greedy. Okay. You go.
But that's a great place to start. So with my duelist asset, I think because we are fighting a single worthy foe, despite the fact that I'm not engaging in a like one-on-one duel, it's 2-on-1. Mm-hmm. I'm going to lean on the single worthy foe line of the asset and give myself that bonus.
Okay, I see.
So
this guy, he's like all about optimization. This is.
I mean, it's all about the narrative. I mean, like Caspian is a deft warrior,
right.
Who's used to taking on worthy foes. I just want the fiction to match. I want my dice rolls to match the beautiful story that we're creating in my mind.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yes, I am at times an inveterate, just wanting to optimize. I have these assets. I want to use them.
Yeah, use them.
I'll stop defending myself. Okay, so I rolled a 7 for the action score. I've got a 7 and a 9 on the challenge dice, but because of my duelist asset, I can re-roll the challenge dice on this Enter the Fray. Well, I got another 9, but I also have a 2. So it is going to be a weak hit, which means I can either choose momentum or I can choose to be in control. I am going to choose to be in control.
Okay. I have a quick question because on my augmented arm, on a strong hit with the match, your augment exceeds expectations and I take +2 momentum. So does that mean I get 2 more or did we already calculate that in?
I calculated that one in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was your reset your reset value. It goes up to 3 because of your veteran asset. Okay. And then you get 2 from the exceptional capability or the exceeding expectations, and then 2 for the Enter the Fray for a total of 7.
Nice. Okay, so we are both in control. Yes,
we're both in control.
Okay,
Which I will cede the floor to you as this is your foe to start pummeling.
Yeah, I think that she knows. There's no like talking to Ember. She first of all, that's not going to work with her, but she also respects power. So I'm going to come in with power. As I'm going to do I don't know, punching moves. I'm going to do southpaw. Hopefully that makes sense. But I'm coming in with a 1-2, doof, doof, like one in the chest to get the air out of her, and then once she goes forward, I'm going to try to headbutt her.
Okay.
So I'm trying to gain leverage with force so I'm going to do the gain ground move, plus iron. Okay, let's do this.
Just out of curiosity,
yeah.
This is the great thing about Ironsworn is that it can go either way. But do you think that this is gaining ground, or is it a strike? Because you're just like
that's true.
Directly trying to deal damage. It could be that you're trying to like position yourself and in like by hitting her, you're like putting yourself into a better position to actually like
do
the final strike. But I just wanted to throw that option out there because
I would actually strike is a better idea. I did not think about that, but thank you for reminding me. So is it okay if I re-roll with strike?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'm using strike so I can stay in control. That is a strong hit, so we can mark progress twice.
Amazing.
So that means we are at that's 4 progress marked off. So I dominated the foe. So exactly like I described, one punch, and you hear like the like come out of her mouth, and then I headbutt her, and she like goes back. She's not out yet, but you could see like the little birds and stars above her head as I kind of just like leave an opening for you.
And Caspian is going to kind of edge around the side, the other side of the table from kind of the direction that you went to get on her, to like flank, get on her other side. And is going to, with the blade, try to slash a little bit at her, but it isn't coming in for like a full-blown attack yet.
Yeah.
And he says, Marlowe, I've got a bloody bargain for you right here. And I'm going to use my other duelist, part of my duelist asset, which is when you attempt to draw them off guard with verbal repartee, take +1 momentum on a hit. So this is going to be gain ground because he is trying to like probe her defenses a little bit. And but it is going to be plus iron because he's, no, it's going to be plus wits because he is kind of studying the situation.
Okay.
So +2 on this. Okay. So that is 4 on the action score, a 1 and a 6 on the challenge dice for a weak hit. I can mark progress, take +2 momentum, or +1 on my next move. I'm going to take +1 to my next move because, so if I'd gotten a strong hit, I could have added an additional +1 if I immediately struck. But I got a weak hit, so I can't do that. So I am going to just take a +1 momentum on my next move. So he's basically trying to make an opening for you.
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah.
And in fact, actually, having said that, I'm going to give you the +1.
Okay.
So treating this kind of as a like securing an advantage.
Oh, yes.
Where I'm like gifting you the benefit rather than taking on myself, because he's trying to like distract her a little bit so that you have the opening to strike again or, maneuver.
I am going to strike again because I want to get her at the knees, and so that we can get her down on the ground in an even worse position. I can see her like dazed a little bit, but like still having enough wherewithal to try to reach for her gun on the side of her hip. Yeah. So she's reaching for that, and I am going to cut her off at the kneecap. I know she has bad right knee.
Yep.
That is, I'm going to be rolling plus iron.
And +1 for my assistance.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to roll. That is, that's a miss. the fight turns against you, you are in a bad spot and must pay the price.
Ooh. Okay, so
It's a miss.
we can roll on pay the price, or the obvious kind of answer here is that she manages to pull the weapon out. Now, that doesn't mean that she necessarily like shoots you, but it definitely puts you in a disadvantaged position.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, like, she sees like my arm coming in to like sweep down and get her at the kneecap. And she pulls it out and it's right at my face now. And she says, "Don't move. You know what's going to happen next." As she like puts her hand on the trigger. And I put like a hand up slowly. "I am now in a bad spot." And I'm looking over at you. Like my eyes go to you real quick. Are we both in a bad spot?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you get that all to yourself.
Yay, I'm special.
So this is an age of industry. But like, are we imagining that this is a powder pistol, or is it a more advanced kind of pistol? I mean, it's not like a, modern day pistol, but like, is it more advanced than just the regular kind of flintlock pistols that like pirates would have used?
I think it's more advanced. I think that this is what she is about, especially she's the one that gave me the arm and helped commission it. So yeah, definitely a more advanced pistol.
Caspian, seeing this, raises his hand and just like snaps his fingers. And I'm going to attempt to gain ground. And I'm going to create a minor mystical effect to try and like jam the firing mechanism of the weapon.
Yep.
Even for just a second, or like create some like resistance on the like something to give you the opportunity to evade or to do something else, right? Yeah. So this is plus spirit which is +4 right now.
Okay.
And that is a weak hit. So 7 on the action score against a 10 and a 3. So I succeed, which on gain ground, I can either mark progress or take +2 momentum or add +1 to next move. I think I am going to, I'm tempted to give you another +1, but I'm also tempted to just mark progress.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking about that too. I feel like just mark progress and in a sense, like, I don't know, narratively, what would that mean, you think?
I mean, I think what it means is that it does jam the gun for like a split second, and it's enough that you're still in a bad spot. Right. But if, the consequence for failure is not getting shot in the face.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
I would
slightly better.
Yeah, I would mark progress then. Yeah. I agree with that.
And I also have to, because I got a weak hit and I'm doing mystical effects, I have to endure stress as well at -1. So I'm going to take a hit to my spirit because it was a like mystical endeavor, and I'm going to roll my endure stress, which is let's see, spirit or heart, whichever is higher. They are the same, +3. That is another weak hit. So I may lose momentum in exchange for +1 spirit. Otherwise, I press on. Yeah, I'll lose some momentum for bringing my spirit back up. Okay. So he like is calling upon these arcane forces to try and jam the gun. This meeting of magic and industry.
Yeah.
And there's like maybe a like brief shower of sparks that just erupts out of the pistol, kind of signaling to you that I've done something to it.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I am in a bad spot, so I'm going to clash with her. I'm going to try to fight back against her in these close quarters. So I am trying to reach for that gun and trying to crush it with my arm. I still have it. It's still working because I was able to save it. So we are at a 6 out of 10, right? For the progress?
We are at 6 out of 10 on the progress, yes.
So using the arm, I'm going to roll with iron and see how that works. Come on. Okay, that is a strong hit.
Okay, good. Okay, cool.
So I can mark progress twice. So that's the end of this if I mark progress twice?
So we are now at 10 boxes of progress, but it is not the end because we could roll 2 10s on the challenge dice.
You're right.
Still miss. But I would love for you to
way to bring down the room.
I mean, it's bound to happen at some point, right?
Okay, so I'm imagining that I'm grabbing the gun and like putting it back towards her.
Yeah. And you should just take decisive action. So just roll the challenge dice to end this fight.
Okay, let's see. So roll, it's the progress roll. What are those called again? Like the last one?
Yes, it's the progress move. So it's take decisive action is the combat one. But the progress moves are where you roll just the D10s versus and you're using your progress on your track as your action score.
So listen, we need 2 2s. Okay,
I mean, we literally need anything other than a 10.
Yes. That was a strong hit because I rolled a 5 and a 1 on the challenge die.
Amazing.
Let's go.
So we prevail. You can take +1 momentum. I don't think that matters, but we're going to mark one more progress on our vow. You defeat her.
Yeah, she's done.
In this moment, but we need to roll the progress move for the vow. To fulfill our vow. And that is going to determine how we end our story here. And I think so we can say we've defeated her in combat, but does that mean that we've won?
I think, but because in my mind, I use like speed with my arm, grab the gun, and I shoot her. She's done. Okay. But this progress roll could mean that, what's his name? Tobias said that
Tobias Kane.
It could be another future complication with Tobias, or somebody overtakes Tobias.
Exactly.
So she's done, and you could see like there's fire in my eyes as she goes down and falls. I'm just like,
and we can hear the shouting of like crew members as they're trying to like rush down the hallways. After us.
They're coming after us. They're coming after us, but there is like the laws that she has set here in the Bloody Bargain because she's so confident and so vain. Mm-hmm. If anyone were to take me down, they are now the captain of the ship.
Oh.
If you dare. But nobody ever did. Nobody ever could.
Nobody ever succeeded.
They would respect that though, if they come in to see it. Okay, so what do you want to roll the last one?
I can, if you'd like me to.
Yeah, so what is this? Okay, we have 6.
We have 6. So 2d10. I'm rolling some physical dice.
Okay.
Work away.
2 2s. What is it?
Very close.
What?
It's a 1 and a 3, which is a strong hit.
Yes. Oh my God.
So what does this look like? How are we bringing this to a close with this strong hit?
So I think she's going to look to you and she's going to say, I know that we made a promise to this Tobias, but I think that I can take this ship and do some good on the seas.
Caspian considers for a moment, and I think he says, I am a man of my word, but if you can convince this Tobias that you are a more fit captain, I would be pleased with that result.
I understand. I don't want to be someone to make a liar of you. So I will talk to him. And so, would the final roll be that compel roll to see? You
got a strong hit. You do not need to roll anything else. You write the ending to this story.
I think that she would talk to Tobias then because it's right. She doesn't want to make a liar of the captain. I think he still very much wants the position. And so we kind of spend a couple more hours. She makes sure that what is his next steps. And when she feels comfortable with that, she will leave it to him and continue forward on the kiss of death.
Oh. Mm-hmm. We have this final look as, dawn kind of comes in and several days from now. Mm-hmm. But the kiss of death is sailing out and the Bloody Bargain is steaming out, and we have this last moment as the sails of the kiss of death unfurl and the wind catches them, and the bloody bargain descends beneath the waters. And I think there is this moment where Caspian and Seraphina are standing at the helm of the Kiss of Death. And he turns to you and says, you know, you'd make a fine first mate for the Kiss of Death, if you're interested.
It would be an honor. And she puts her hand over her heart.
And that's the end of our story. Amazing. Okay. Thank you so much.
That was so fun. I love this game. I really love this game.
I know. I have oft said, and I have oft said this as well, that I could play Ironsworn every day of my life for the rest of my life and be perfectly happy with that.
Oh, you would?
I would. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I love playing other games. Don't get me wrong. And I do play lots of other games, but I genuinely believe that if I was deserted on an island and I could only pick one RPG to take with me. Yeah. Ironsworn is it for me. I could play Ironsworn every day and be happy.
I'm thinking about all the kind of assets and stuff that just comes, even if you just have that one book.
Yeah.
With all the tables. Yeah. Yep. And you could tell so many different types of stories too.
Yeah.
No, it's a good choice. It's a good choice.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Maia, for joining me on this episode. I would love for you to let the people know where they can find you, and maybe a little teaser as to some of your own adventures in the Ironsworn lands.
Yeah. Well, thank you for inviting me. This was super fun. I love this game in co-op mode and the collaboration that it entails. But yeah, so you can find me mostly everywhere at Maia's Game Room, Maia, Maia, especially on Blue Sky. That's probably the fastest way to reach me if you wanted to. And I have a Starforge campaign coming up. It's going to be a mini series, and it's based on the Red Rising novels by Pierce Brown. So basically, there is like a caste system. So everybody's kind of divided by color: gold, bronze, blue, violet, and gold is at the top. So it's this story of this gold brother and sister, and answering the question of, do you follow the way that you grew up, or do you follow the right thing to do? And so it's that type of story. And we recorded already episodes 1 and 2, and we're having so much fun, of course. So that is coming out towards the end of the year. I don't want to give a specific date and then like have people be disappointed, but it's going to be coming out early December. So that is going to be very fun. So keep an eye on that.
Amazing. I know I will be tuning in. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you again for joining me. And as always, I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Errant Adventures. If you enjoyed the show, please spread the word. And if you want to support the show directly, leave me a review or support me on Patreon at patreon.com/errantadventures. You can also buy me a coffee at ko-fi.com/errantadventures. If you want to interact with me, my handle on all the socials is @ErrantSoloPod, or you can email me at errantsolopod@gmail.com. I also post short fiction and campaign-related materials on my website, errantadventurespod.com. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in the deep, liars.